What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 8 of For the Love of the Game, the series where I experiment with Queen's Park, the all-amateur side from the lowest division of Scottish football, and try to promote them all the way up to the top division. And it is promotion playoff time. As you can see, Queen's Park have indeed made the promotion playoff zone, finishing in third place, tied with Albion Rovers on points, 51 points through 36 matches. However, by virtue of goal difference, we have placed above them. So we will be facing off against East Fife, who were 2 points ahead of us in second place. Berwick have just run away with the league, 13 points ahead of East Fife, and are automatically promoted into League One. Albion Rovers, fourth place, like I said, and will be facing off against Elgin City, a team that was automatically promoted last season. And as you can see, they have jumped down into the relegation zone from League One, so they're going to try and fight to stay up, while the three of us will try to take their place. Actually, let's take a look at, not season preview, we take a look at the two teams that are going to be relegated. Montrose being the winner from last season's promotion playoff, they get automatically relegated by virtue of goal difference. Them and Elgin City, the two teams that got bumped up last season, are coming back down potentially for this season. So I guess that means that they did not have what it takes to stay in League One. They did not have the talent. So how did we get here? I mean, last episode we were sitting in 7th place. It was still kind of bunched in the middle, and in fact it did end up still bunched in the middle. I mean, between East Fife in 2nd place and Clyde, who are in 8th. That was a 7-point gap. Like, it was pretty tight race all throughout. So let's take a look at how we finished. Our last live com was against Airdrie and Annan. So there was our stunning loss to last place Annan right there. Since that time, it was very up and down. We finished off with 5 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. I gotta say, some of the results were pretty warranted, but the wins I can take, they were against teams that I felt we should have won against, and a couple that we were really lucky to win against. Namely East Fife earlier with a 2-0 victory here. Colin Granger and Josh Watt picking up the goals in that match. And against Albion Rovers, 2-0 against them. Colin Granger picking up both goals late in the match in a very injury-laden affair. But the capper on the season had to have been the 4-4 draw to East Stirlingshire, which was nothing short of an instant classic. East Stirlingshire and us going back and forth throughout the entire match, just going through the goals. Martin McBride picking up a brace, started off with a penalty in the 9th minute, then doubled his tally with another penalty kick in the 50th minute. Graham Forsyth in the 79th, and Dan McNulty, what looked like the match winner in the 90th minute, putting us up at 4 goals. East Stirlingshire's goals were as follows. Kevin Frazier, just before halftime, it was 1-1 going into the locker room, but then we rattled off 2 goals, putting it to 3-1. Then East Stirlingshire coming back. McKenna in the 81st, Greeno in the 87th put it up at 3-3. Like I said, McNulty then in the 90th minute, what looked like the match winner, but then in the 4th minute of stoppage time, McKenna pulling back 4-4 with a cracker from 20 yards, and I was really stunned that nobody was able to mark him or do anything about him. He was just wide open, taking what was the last shot of the match, and just found an empty spot of the net. And that's very unfortunate. We could have picked up 2 more points, and if we picked up 2 more points, we still would have been in 3rd place. We would have been level on points with East Fife, but we still would have been in 3rd place. So that's pretty much how we ended up bumping all the way from 7th into 3rd place. But like I said, it was all bunched up in the middle. Anybody could have jumped a number of teams at any point in time. So for us to get into the promotion playoff spot and stay in the promotion playoff spot is rather fortunate of us. So enough blabbing, let's actually get into the matches. Queen's Park at home against East Fife to start. And as you can see, they're coming out with a 4-4-2. I'm going to stay with my figure eight formation. There are a few injuries of note. Chris McCluskey, my starting goalkeeper, is out with a groin strain for the next 5 to 8 days. He may not be back in time for the second match, which is going to be a little disheartening because I have to use 34-year-old Derek Soder, and he is backup material at his finest, and I don't really trust having him in net. Graham Owens is coming back within the next couple of days. He will be back for the second match, but Dwayne Coltrus is not, since he is out 3 weeks with a thigh strain. So a little lacking in the midfield, as Owens and Coltrus were my number 2 and number 3 choice center mid. So the starting lineup that I'm going to be using is, of course, Soder in net. Milne. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Stuart Milne is a 16-year-old center back that came in through my youth system. As soon as I saw him pop up, he was a 3-star automatic, and said that he had potential to be a Scottish Championships, a leading Scottish Championship center back in the future. So that gives me great promise for the next couple of years if someone doesn't steal him away from me, which quite honestly, is more than likely going to happen. But 16 years old and pretty well off right now, 12 in tackling, 13 in marking, 12 in heading. He's a fairly competent defender, 6 foot tall, so he does have some of that heading ability. Decent on the speed, 8 in pace, 8 agility, 10 acceleration. So, like I said, he's a fairly competent center back for us right now. And like I said, only 16 years old, can definitely develop further. So we're going to have Milne and McNulty at the center backs. Gilmore and Cole will be the 2 wing backs. McCall and McBride in the center. We're going to have Josh Watt and Graham Forsyth out on the wings. And then sitting up front, Jordan Garden and Colin Granger, who are both tied with our goal-scoring leaders. They both have 10 goals in their time, though Colin Granger doing it in significantly less time. I'm putting all my weight on him for him to try and get goals for us today. So let's kick off and see if we can put a little bit of hurt on East Fife in this first leg. And we kick off for the first leg of this all-important semifinal contest. Of course, us being in the black and white hoops and East Fife playing in white. Not that much of a kick clash, but definitely got to watch out to see who is who. Got to look out for the names very closely. East Fife, of course, having a little better goal difference than us. They've scored 9 more goals on the season. They are very competent up front, and as you can see right here, definitely competent up front as they just plow through our defensive line and get a goal right there. 17 minutes gone, East Fife up 1-0 in this leg. Away goals do not matter. It's all about just scoring more than the other over 2 legs. 5 minutes passed since then, 22nd minute. We are coming up the wing. Forsyth throwing it through the center. Can't find anybody, though. Can we keep possession? We do. McCall trying to get it through the center, trying to find passing lanes. McBride out to Forsyth, who whips it in to Jordan Garden, who heads it over the bar. Very unfortunate right there. Now East Fife in the attacking zone, trying to make something happen. And from about 15 yards out, that's his brace. So I should probably look to stifle this guy even more. So it is now 2-0 to East Fife, and we really do not have an answer so far. We've had more shots, but so far more shots have not led to more chances. And Mark McBride picking up a yellow for who knows what. Tell the boys to push forward. I think Mark McBride got the yellow for just yelling at the ref. It happens from time to time. McBride out to Watts. Can we use his pace? Oh, we get it through. off the post, and he goes down in the box. No call from the ref. But Jordan Garden missing a complete sitter in front of the goal mouth. Could have given us a goal back, but such is life right now. McBride throwing it in to Granger. Oh, Stuart Milne! Stuart Milne, his second goal of the season. The youngster, 16-year-old center back, and one of the East Fife players getting a yellow card, I'm sure, for dissenting the referee. Show me something in the second half. You have not been good, especially on the defensive side. You've been absolutely poor. Midfield, you're doing okay. And sitting up front, I'm not happy with your finishing because you have hit the bar twice. I believe both those shots were off of Granger. No, I think it was one of each, but still. They've hit the post. They have not found the back of the net yet. It's taken a center back to find the back of the net. So we kick off second half of this first leg. And, well, 5 minutes have gone. We have control. We need to push forward, though. That is not pushing forward. We reset going all the way back to Soder. Soder, goal kick. Pushes it on, but nobody from our side is there to take it over. As they are now coming on a counter, and that was a very poor tackle. Good save by Soder, though. Forcing the corner. It's whipped in, but headed away. East Fife still attacking. Still, oh, wow. Where was the defense? He was offside. He had to have been. I like how all our players are playing swarm ball. There's 5 players going after the ball, and nobody looking at anyone else. So, demand more from everyone. I think I may have to play... I don't know what I should play. I need to change something up. The formation has not been good at all, but what happened there? I'll take the goal. Jordan Garden just poaching a goal that just dropped right in front of him. It literally fell into his lap. And we get one right back from kickoff. However, East Fife coming back once again. Bernard Cole is probably going to get carded here, and he gives up a free kick in a bad spot. Really bad spot. But I'm going to I'm going to drop everyone back. As much as I don't want to, I pretty much have to. And just make everyone limited. As far as the wingers go, yeah. Free kick in a bad spot. Comes forward. Good save by Soder, though. He's being blocked by 3 men. And comes out and makes the save. We do have to make something happen, though. We do need to tie this match back up. McBride out on the left. There's nobody there. What? Forsyth. Oh. Ross Brown. He's already on a yellow. Is he going to get a second yellow? Oh, it's on now. It is on now. We need to take every attacking chance and tell everyone to push forward. On. Instructions. Higher tempo. Play wider. Push higher up. Yes. And push forward. And double dose of push forward. And on top of that, I need to make a sub. Since Martin McBride's not looking too hot. So we're going to bring on Horribine. Alright, so East Fife down to 10 men. They still have the goal advantage, though. We need to make something happen here. We have the advantage. Well, nothing has happened as of yet. So we need to make another sub. Turnbull is going to come in for Cole, who's on a card, and Costello is coming in for McNulty. So with 10 minutes left, strengthen up the backside and hopefully put some people up front. Okay, need to push everyone back up. Back to everyone's original positions. And we just need to throw everybody forward. All out attack. Push higher up. Push forward. 5 minutes left in this first leg. And we need to exploit them having 10 men. We have the ball out on the right. Long cross in. Horribine in the center. Get the ball back, though. Come on, make something happen. Don't let them take it off of you. They have 10 men. Don't let them score. Do not let them score on you with 10 men. 3 minutes of stoppage time. And with all said and done, this is going to be a very disappointing match, as we had the advantage. We had one guy more than them for, what, 20 minutes? Maybe more? Could have done better. Could have done a lot better. So, at the end of the day, we go into East Fife a goal down. We need to make up that goal. So, when we come back, it'll be the second leg of this semifinal match. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright, second leg time. East Fife, the home team, of course, going back to a 4-4-2. I'm switching it up a bit. I'm going to be a little more uber defensive because I want to hold them off as much as possible and then counter to try and throw the ball up to Granger, and hopefully he'll come down with a couple goals. Derek Soder, of course, being in net. Our two center backs will be Milne and McLean today. McCall is going to be the defensive mid with the two wing backs, Ross Gilmore and Kyle Turnbull. Two center mids will be Graham Owens, coming back off of the injury, and Martin McBride. Wingers will be Ciaran McElroy and Josh Watt, and of course Colin Granger sitting up front. McCluskey on the bench with recovering from injury, but we can always bring him on if Soder is having a bad day. So let's kick off and try and overturn this 1-goal deficit from the first leg. Here we go, kicking off this second leg. We are now going to be in all red kits, as East Fife are in the black and yellow home kits, which is weird. I've never seen them in that before. But either way, 20 minutes gone, nothing much happening. We do have a kick, a corner kick, McBride, and there is the equalizer, Andy McLean, getting us out to a 1-0 lead. It's tied 3-3 on aggregate. So as it stands right now, we're going to extra time. Directly from kickoff, though, I never like to see these highlights because it's almost always going to end up bad for us. And, ooh, come on, defense. What did I say? What did I say? It's always going to end up bad for us. The defense just completely screwing around and giving up a goal. East Fife completely negate that advantage. Here they come again. Defense still having trouble trying to do anything with East Fife. So I'll tell my team to push forward. It is halftime and we're still a goal down because the defense decided to just completely forget how to play football right after giving up that goal. So show me something in the second half and let's try and get one more goal. Now we need one more goal to at least force extra time. It's been a fairly even match, as you would expect, in terms of shots on target. We've only had one shot on target, both sides, and they've both ended up in the back of the net. Maybe if we get one more shot on target, let's try and push it into extra time. A whole lot of nothing going on so far. One of their players goes off injured. Now Graham Owens has a knock. Keep him on, but I should probably make a sub out. I should probably sub him out. So Horribine's going to come on for Owens. Colin Granger not playing very well up front. So I'm going to bring on Jordan Garden and hope he can give us a spark. 66 minutes have gone. Still nothing going on. Come on, boys, let's keep it up. East Fife playing around the back, getting into our attacking zone. We need more defensive presence. That's not good. Andy McLean was already on a yellow. Has this happened to me in 2 straight seasons where I try to make a comeback and then I get a red card? I think this has. Where I try and make a comeback and then, boom, automatically, red card. Thank you for playing. See you next season. I can't do anything. I cannot do anything right. Absolutely unbelievable. So we're gonna make another. We're gonna have to make our third sub out. As much as I want to keep McCall in there, he's gonna come out for McNulty. And with 20 minutes left, there's absolutely no chance for us even tying up on aggregate now. There's no way we're getting a goal with 10 men. Good clearance out, but like I said, we're just going to be overwhelmed here. Absolutely overwhelmed. East Fife still on the attack. Good dispossess, but what? If you're going to dispossess him, don't back off. Good clearance, but nobody's there to even pick up possession. Stop raising your arms and tackle him. We were very lucky there. We were absolutely lucky. Play narrower, but push higher up. Retain possession, pass into space. I can't believe that East Fife just shot it directly into Soder, that they didn't have the entire net to use, and they shot it directly into our keeper. So we count ourselves lucky there. But you know, I can say go all attacking, push as high up as possible, and it's just not going to happen. Our players aren't going to do it. 4 minutes of stoppage time pretty much have come and gone. And we're going to play this out. They throw it in deep into our attacking zone. Well, I was going to say just to kill time, but that'll kill the game too. East Fife absolutely killing the game off. Like I said, that's 2 straight seasons where I try to mount a comeback in the second leg and I have someone get sent off. For the absolute stupidest reason. Happened against Berwick last season, and now it happens against East Fife here. I got nothing to say for him. Nothing to say to him. Absolutely dreadful. Elgin City is now officially coming down into League 2. So there you go. 2 straight seasons where 2 teams from League 1 are coming down and 2 teams from League 2 are going up. So it'll either be East Fife or Albion Rovers joining Berwick in League 1. And, well, that's going to be it for this season. There's nothing else to talk about except how everyone did. I did not expect to do this prematurely, but, well, there's no other thing to talk about now. So let's just go through everybody's stats and how everyone played. Jordan Gardner, with his goal today, made him the club leading goal scorer with 11 goals in 27 starts. Colin Granger, who came in during the middle of the season, picked up 10 in 18 starts. Not bad for either one of them. Assist-wise, 2 players with a tie. Josh Watts and Craig McCall, the loney in, with 7. Then you had Martin McBride and Graham Forsyth, both with 6. Yeah, nobody with double-digit assists. It was all pretty much done on their own, trying to make the chances on their own. But then again, you can also say there weren't a lot of goal-scoring opportunities created by the club. And as far as average rating goes, I'm not going to count Tyler Hendry. He was one of the youth people that I brought up late in the season. Never really gave him a chance because we were in a fight to get into the promotion playoffs. Played one and then was subbed on four. Managed to get a 7.4 rating. I believe that was the match that he got his goal in. But for the players that actually did play for a long time, Colin Granger with a 7.14, and then Danny McNulty, the center back, with a 7.06. So those are the only two legitimate people over 7. Definitely need to work on that for next season. Speaking of, now that I think about it, maybe next season, if I do not get promoted next season, if I do not attain promotion, I think I'm just going to cut the series, since it's looking like that it's a lot harder than it seems. You'd think that we would have gotten promotion at least once right now with the amount of players that we can just bring in and take out. You have at least some sort of competency. We've achieved third place in these 2 seasons. It's just when it matters the most, it just falls apart. So I'm going to say if I do not get promotion next season, I'm just going to cut the series. What do you think? If you have an opinion on that, please leave me a comment on if you want me to continue past next season. Otherwise, I'm just going to cut off after this season and declare this experiment a bust, since all amateur side, really tough to do anything with in the first place, but I'd say 3 seasons would be long enough if we do not get promotion. So, until next time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. And as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.